Oh, and we're
Did
off.
I come an inverted Keysanity or something? I don't remember. If it didn't happen in like the last 10 minutes, then I don't remember it.
And yes, the feature of Keysanity is data plet showing off. You don't know what the required dungeons are until you get the maps and compasses for them, or you complete them.
I think there was a reflex map check from DataPlet.
Ooh, big 20s for tier 1 tree pull.
Very handy getting rupees from your tier 1 tree pull like that. It's not always so easy to get to Houlihan, and of course you can only do it the one time.
Bucknet.
But that tier 1 tree pull, they'll be able to repeat infinitely if they need to.
Yeah. Also, yes, pet is absolutely required. Unlike where in Ganon Goal you kill Ganon and you go into the Triforce room, the second you pull the Pedestal, it'll take you to the Triforce room.
So DataPlet making a very interesting play early on. He's going to go over here and buy bombs from the shop with those rupees he picked up, and likely head over to Sahasrarla and Eastern right after. Meanwhile, Number Play doing a more standard routing and heading up to the Lost Woods.
Yeah, it's definitely my preferred early route.
I'm surprised we didn't get like a lumberjack check because, well, obviously lumberjack's not that big a deal, like checking it early, but it does give you access to a third tree pull early on.
Yeah. Also, we want to pay attention to what Sahasrarla has to say because he'll tell us Green Pendant location, Thieves Town.
That is a nice dungeon. Very little required to defeat Thieves Town.
Moon Pearl. And a glove. What?
Well, that's handy. DataPlet opts not to go into Eastern.
Well then.
So Moonfall and a glove. Number Play will eventually have to go to Sahasrarla's side as well. Definitely going to be required for Dark World access. So Number Play gets to Kakariko with no bombs, so he'll have to come down here and buy some. But he finds a flute on the way, pretty handy.
Ooh. Wow, this game's just being generous today.
DataPlet immediately pressing his glove advantage and finds a sword and another glove in the back of escape. What is this god route?
I know, right?
3 minutes in, DataPlet, come on. That is Dark World access. 3 minutes into the game for DataPlet. He could go get his first pendant right now.
Yeah, and he's gonna go find his flute as well. Also, no, he cannot because you need the big key of Thieves Town.
Oh, right, Keysanity! Oh no!
Oh my goodness, half magic too? We're not even 4 minutes in!
Where did Number Play's hearts go?
He kept taking hits, I guess.
In Kakariko? I'm very confused.
Bombs?
I have no explanation for why DataPlet just did that.
To avoid the dirt.
Alright. Okay. That's...
Oh, sure. Chat saying maybe in the entrance mindset.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, big key? Meyer.
Why isn't it for Thieves Town? Come on, game.
You know, I'm starting to think the game might be shoving us towards Meyer. Early.
I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, those mitts are very telling.
As
along
is
with
that
the
flute. I mean, we need a.
Yeah, we're missing quite a few stuff for it to really be in logic.
Not really. Samaria and a medallion, and we're good to go.
Well, and then boots are hook shot, fire source for the
true.
other side, lamp for the dark room.
Oh, fire sword, or the left side actually requires 3 small keys, but the rest of the dungeon doesn't. Just a little bit of trivia on key logic.
Alright, Number Play has finished up his Kakariko checks, headed down to library and race game.
Just a heart container on the library.
I mean, Number Play might need that. He's been dying in Kakariko.
Yeah. I've already forgotten. What was on Lumberjack Ledge?
We never looked.
Oh, well, that would explain why I can't remember.
To skip it. Looks like Race Game had something Number Play wants. He's headed in there now. I know he checked it, I just don't know what it was. Oh, it's
so, Cat, I know the dream is usually Ped and Aga, but today, the dream is Aga and Ganon's Tower.
And it was a small key for Swamp on Race Game. That is a very, very handy small key.
And there's the flute for data put.
Number Play
Alright.
avoiding getting murdered by that blue card.
Ooh.
And finds a mushroom. Fetch quest for fetch quest.
Jinx.
Did you just jinx me?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Man. And Number Play is opting to fake Flipper into this whirlpool right here to turn in that mushroom right away.
Yep. Very convenient portal not a lot of people know of.
So in my experience, like the earlier you in the logic that you find that fetch quest, the more likely it is going to be something that you want to turn in.
Did Number Play even activate his flute?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely did. I don't know why he didn't just flute over here, but he did activate it. Unfortunately, it was nothing.
Reset.
Yeah, there he goes. He's fluting now. He probably feels a little silly about fake flipping, but it didn't cost him a bunch of time or nothing.
Yeah, because the portal's right there, and he wanted to save scum the mushroom if possible. So the reason you save scum the mushroom is if it's not required, then if you get Samaria earlier, and you can sequence break to get the magic bat, and perhaps it gets something required.
Yeah, it's a very common play to save scum the mushroom, especially when you get it this early and conveniently. But I mean, it is going to be out of logic. The game will give you the powder at some point if you need to do magic bat.
Well, that's not to say it won't be somewhere disgusting like Ganon's Tower or something. You know what I mean?
Kill these mini mold arms with bombs. First one gave him a little bit of trouble, but he's back on track.
Yeah, these aren't too bad once,
And we get an ice rod for our trouble. But that's it. Thanks, game. Now we're playing fluting over to Flute Spot 8 to get over to Ice Rod Cave. This is a bit faster than walking, so good on him for remembering that.
yeah, trying to call the duck always feels like it takes forever, though. I don't know why.
Oh god!
Oh no! Crabs. I think it might actually be the deadliest enemy in the light world.
Oh, most definitely. Luckily, you know, he has the flute, so he can just get right back there. It's not the end of the world dying there. Data plate right behind, he's headed over to Ice Rod Cave as well. But the reward is only a compass out of Ice Rod Cave.
Data plate. Crabs hurt. You might want to actually, you know, not get touched by them. My heart container on the desert ledge.
Yeah, Never Play's headed over to Agina's Cave real quick. Not the most efficient place to check, but it's one that not every runner is going to immediately be going to. Data Plate has the exact same idea. No, he's headed over to Fire Shed.
The answer to that is now, Runner Watcher. Bombos required for Meyer. Big Kia Skull Woods. Data plate, we get it.
Yes, this is not an audiobook. Data plate is just spamming Y.
Oh, and the bow.
Starts walking outside, but then realizes, oh yeah, no mirror.
Merle was Saha's hut?
That is correct. Alright, looks like Dediplet is headed towards front of Escape with that handy dandy bow. Meanwhile, Number Play heading to Sahasrar's hut himself, where he finds Moon Pearl and a glove.
I believe back of Escape was the second glove, correct?
That is right. Yeah, 3 items in the back of Escape. So there's only 2 here in the front of Escape. There's one. Number Play, unfortunately, has to buy some bombs real quick before he chooses where to go next.
I mean, knowing about your shops and knowing about your fairy locations is a very handy piece of information for when you're playing, because, you know, if you ever find yourself in a tight spot, you might just have an advantage in that regard. Ooh, book.
And that is the last item in the escape. It does look like Dataplet's not aware of that, though. He's only going to find a map down here in Zelda Cell. Unless I'm mistaken, which is absolutely possible.
Yeah, some of us remember a certain match where, you know, somebody thought a map was in a certain chest and it was, in fact, a required item. So, that's,
This is totally a map.
and this is precisely
Wow.
why you don't rely on
Apparently, I don't remember anything. Also, I just remembered it's Keysanity. And
Yeah,
the map
true.
isn't guaranteed to be in the dungeon. Never mind, you guys, I'm stupid.
that. We're both stupid.
It's the trackers throw me off.
But yeah,
That's
never
right.
rely on map or mapper key.
Yeah, with it being
Hey,
Keysanity,
I wasn't gonna name
maps.
names. I
With
wasn't gonna name names.
With it being Keysanity, maps and keys will not be in their respective dungeons. It is 8 item locations, not only 6. I was mistaken. Number play, with his newfound Dark World access, headed over to Front of Skull Woods right away.
Oh, Chad.
Kind of a rough mummy room
the
here
map
for
of
number
Hera. Ooh, cape. Now that's interesting. So another interesting piece of key logic. Mathia, 5-6 crystal at Hera. I caught that. Hera, or I can talk. Mothula is not in logic until you have all 3 small keys to Skullwoods. Lots and lots of practice tracking. My mind just kind of mentally takes a snapshot of the screen when it happens. Small key to Thieves Town. Okay, that's a good thing to find.
Not really. Just a
I mean, it's more that it's one less thing to worry about. Also, you know, I found out something kind of interesting earlier today. You know that whole spin strat to get yourself on the edge of a pit?
Yeah.
It works without the sword, too. You just gotta be a little more careful about it. It's a little more precise, but it does work. Also, yes, flippers. And this will always be a small key to Skullwoods, because you can drop in here and be trapped in here because one door's locked and the other closes behind you. That's why it's called the soft lock key.
Rude Gibdo standing directly in the doorway.
And Dediplet going for Death Warp. 10 arrows in a C-shaped house. There are 17 people in this race, I believe. Can we get audio switched over to number play, please?
Number play picks up the boots in the chess game. Kind of handy.
Ooh. Great minds think alike, Jin.
So Number plays here in Thieves Town. He'll only be able to check
Oh,
these first
boy.
4 chests.
Yeah, he might want to be a little careful, though, while he's doing so, because look at his health count. Oh my... Wow. Game? Why? Silvers, too?
Well, he could probably just go kill Ganon right now.
Small key to Hera in the brewery.
A very important small key unlocks an entire 1 item.
Hey, we all know we love our fetch quests. What is this game even? Also, something people should note, you can hammer dash, but you kind of require a sword as well, or else you're just gonna bonk a lot.
Only leading to a compass there for Number play. He's gotta leave.
And also, make sure you do digging game before you grab purple chest, or else you're gonna not be able to play. Because the stupid guy won't let you. Also, you cannot kill Ganon in this mode because something about your goal has not been completed, yada 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 yada.
I was joking. They don't
No,
even
I'm
have
talking. No, chat's going on with it though.
I know they're
Just
like
saying.
picking on me. I don't know what the deal is.
Because they're chatting, we love them anyway.
So Number play is going to pick up the Smith here. This makes a lot of sense when you have the flute like he does. He'll be able to turn it in real quickly once he gets back to the light world.
So, Ice Palace keys, for the most part, useless. Logically necessary. Some love them for if you don't know the Ice Palace bomb jump, but most runners do know that. Oh, come on, game.
And there's our Thieves Town big key, giving full access to Thieves Town. Our very
You
first.
just tried to tell us something?
pendant. Perhaps. Unfortunately, with the Smith following him, Number play is not going to be able to do it quite yet. We'll have to turn the Smith in before he does anything else in a dungeon.
Yeah, I know, right, Lord Pitto? Though logically, the small key is required for blind, just because you can steal the key and all that stuff. So, for the first time this seed, I gave being garbage.
Really? I thought that was one of the best hype caves I've ever seen. It had like a key and some other stuff. That was awesome.
Tower Harem Dark Palace are the 5-6, so 5-6 is at pod. Also, shout outs to our tracker, Literally Chen. Doing a great job for us today. Ooh.
Number play opts to not continue on to Catfish. It's a little weird for me that he didn't go to Catfish because he went all the way up to the pyramid.
You know what I do find strange? We're 26.5 minutes in and we still haven't found a single pod key. That's a bit unusual.
Confirmed pendant pod.
Probably.
Number play picking up a unique item there in King's Tomb. We'll definitely need that to finish the game.
What we kind of want is like Turtle Rock to be pendants so that there's like so much stuff that could be in Ganon's Tower that would be required for it. Not the least of which being the Ice Rod. Oh, wait, we have Ice Rod, never mind. But still, there's a bunch of stuff that Turtle Rock requires.
Never play heading up to give us our first look at the Lumberjack. Unfortunately, the Smith says, no, I won't go in there. You can't make me. Lumberjack will forever remain a mystery. We get a map for Palace of Darkness, so at the very least, the next time somebody does a map check in the Dark Bowl, we'll get to know.
Oh!
Catfish paying out big with that mirror.
Oh my gosh. Well.
And with flippers already, Dataplet is going to head over to Waterfall Fairy and Zora.
50 rupees and a lamp. Ooh.
Nifty.
Dataplet's just like giving the frog the full world tour. Minus the mountain, but man. Compass. Gonna say no to it.
The small key on the ledge, though, something Dataplet definitely wants to see.
Watch it just be a Meyer key. Or again, it's Tower key.
Even better.
10, 11. I think there's 11 compasses in the game.
I don't know. Sounds right.
10 dungeons and the Ganon's Tower.
Sure.
You know, I think I once counted the number of small keys and that was 29, if I'm not mistaken. That are not under pots, but just chest keys, that is. Also, was that a potion I saw?
That was a green potion in the attic of Keysanity, yes.
Can I ask a really dumb question?
I am a actual master of dumb questions. Dumb answers I'm better at though. So go for it.
So I'm not as familiar with the vanilla game. So this is kind of a vanilla-ish question. In a vanilla game, what purpose is... Oh my gosh! Fire rod. What purpose does the compass actually serve?
It highlights where the big chest and the boss are on the map.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe not the big chest. You know, I'm not so sure. I know the boss for sure.
I don't think it's all chests, because I remember getting the compass and being like, what does it do? It doesn't show anything.
Number play gonna show us the blind script until we can miss this fight. Uh-oh. Danger! Danger, Will Robinson. He's got it. Yet another map and our very first pendant. We are 1/3 of the way there, you guys.
I don't think any of us consider that a good thing.
Yeah, all we have to do now is find out where we're supposed to go there, and then be done. So yeah, 1/3. There you go.
I'm pretty sure I saw a regular crystal at Turtle Rock.
It's all the same thing. Number play here headed to the back of Skull Woods. He's going to take down Mopula and find out for us if this is a pendant or not. I'd say not.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I think this is still out of logic. Unless we missed a small key because you actually require 3 small keys logically. One of which, of course, being in the soft lock room. Although, actually, wait. He's got 2 marked and one's in soft lock room. So yeah, actually he does have 3.
Not the hardest fight with half magic and the fire rod, but it's still pretty rough. Mothula is one of the trolliest bosses ever conceived. Nice fight there from Number Play. And we get 10 arrows
and a
oh,
pendant.
it's a pendant. All right, 2/3 of the way done. We got this.
I don't like this.
No, it's gonna be okay, right? Because the last one is gonna be Palace of Darkness, but there's like 4 small keys in GT. Oh wait, never mind. We already know what Palace of Darkness is. Darn it! Okay, it's what would be the worst one? Ice Palace, I guess.
Let me
No,
think.
not even. We can already
Swamp.
do Ice Palace.
I'd say Swamp.
Shoot. Well, we have the small key already. I guess like the hook shot could be in GT.
As well as there's the mirror, there's the hook. There's a bunch of stuff.
Well, they have the mirror and the flippers already, and the small key.
Oh, I missed that Data Plate has mirror. Oh no!
Yeah, Data
Oh,
Plat unfortunately taken a death.
Fire Sword Moth is not easy. You know, if you miss too many of those fire rod shots, you gotta keep slashing at him.
It looks like Never Play is headed towards another blind boss. If this is the 3rd pendant, my god.
That would be funny. I think it's 16 hits on Mothula with Fighter.
Yeah, 16 hits with the Fighter Sword. And each fire rod shot will be double that.
Yeah.
But Moth has that unfortunate problem where he's immune to his spikes, and sometimes the damage gets overwritten.
Yeah, I'd say go kill Coldsteer and then go search if it's a crystal if necessary.
Do you go mode it then? And just hope this is the end?
Yeah, it's the boss and then possibly go back in. Because if the boss is a pendant, there's no need to go back in. If not, it's not that much of a time waste to go back.
Data Plat unfortunately taking another death here to Mothula. And without his green potion, he may want to go find some magic somewhere.
Oh man, in the daily last night, the you know that big magic jar in the pot by the big key room?
Yes.
In Scold's? It despawned, and it hecked me over because I was counting on that to give me a full magic.
You probably slashed the red Bari to cause that to happen. Because the red Bari splits into 2 little Baris, right? Which adds like 1 extra sprite.
I was so mad, especially when I ended up tying on blind because I didn't have enough magic. It's like, I just gotten that Stupid full magic pot, I wouldn't have died.
Alright, we found information for where the boots are. I'm sure NumblePlay will be headed back to Thieves Town, or to Village of Outcasts to pick those up anytime now. Alright, data plate taking it nice and easy here with Mothula. Spike's not making it simple though.
Oh no.
Third death for data play. Meanwhile, NumblePlay having his own trouble here setting up this Ice Palace bomb gem.
You know, I wish I could tell you if he's getting it or not, but I don't know the height differences between Link and Squirtle.
Looks like Squirtle is a pixel shorter than Link, judging by which position finally got him the jump. Yeah, it's a really good idea to learn like the shadow cues for the jumps if you like playing with different sprites. But if you always play as the same sprite, you can use other cues.
Except for when, you know, the randomizer picks a random sprite that does not have a shadow visible.
Well, you just use like the sword and the bomb shadow, right?
I actually don't rely on any cue. I just kind of muscle memory it.
More power to you.
Which is 100% consistent unless, you know, operator error.
Dataplay is not deterred. We are back in this Mothula fight. He's having a much easier time so far. There we go. Mothula down. Dataplay gets his second pendant.
Oh boy.
Oh, I thought he was going to check pen. Darn it.
No need.
I know, but it would have
used it. It just says you win.
It says you win on the pedestal if you were to check it. Alright, NumblePlay is headed back up. I think he's headed to Ice-T. Meanwhile, Dataplay goes right into Ice Palace. Let's see if he go loads it. Not even checking the hint tile. What a nice hook shot there in the Ice-T room of Ice Palace.
Ugh. This game.
Of course, if Ice Palace is a pendant, then it serves no purpose. But one thing that it does do, it gives us access to Swamp Palace boss. They'll be able to kill Argus after this with that hook shot.
Also, wait, you can kill these things with silvers?
I would say yes.
Okay,
Because
well,
he's doing it, but I don't know. I've never done it. I
I
used the
never
2
even
bomb strap.
thought to try that. Alright, well, we're gonna find out here very shortly if, why are you using the fighter sword? Also, no, slashes don't work.
Well, I think it makes sense for him to open with the spin like that, because that's the easiest way to get them all in the corner by themselves. But yeah, slashing them immediately after was not the most useful thing you could do.
Oh, goodness. So, fighter sword slashes do absolutely nothing to Cold Stare.
Was it a pendant?
Nope.
No.
Crystal.
Darn it.
So we got Mire, we got Swamp, we've got Eastern, and we got Desert to could be our last pendant.
And with Number Play having all of the access he needs to finish Swamp Palace, I would expect him to go there next.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Oh. Wait, where was... Oh! Oh! Oh dear.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
He isolated the mirror because it's on Catfish.
Oh yeah, he hasn't got the mirror! God, when does he go do that?
I don't know.
Never skip Catfish, you guys. Unless he has nothing, and then skip him. Has he already done the Zora area?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but without the mirror. Yeah, I'm looking at the way the seed's laid out. I can't imagine him ever going back to Catfish until he has nothing left to do.
Yeah. That's that's awful.
It is, of course, entirely possible that the mirror is not required to finish the seed. But by golly, you really want that.
Key a Desert.
It's a nice find.
Yeah, it could be kind of funny if Meyer had the King of Samaria.
Where was the book that Dataplet has?
Somewhere?
Ah, okay.
Well, there's bombos for Meyer. And a small key to Pod and 220 rupees.
He also got one for Castle Tower, which would give him access to 2 more item locations.
Oh my goodness. I spy with my little eye a Kana Samaria up on the floating island.
That's not good for number play. I mean, at the very least, it does mean that like all those cane lock locations will be things he won't be able to do until he goes to catfish. So a little faster bottleneck there.
There's
Nice
the Master Sword.
It's always handy. You like that? Dataplet finishes up Ice Palace. Does he go to Swamp? Go to Swamp. Go to Swamp.
And there's the...
The Tower of Swords, everyone.
Wow.
Dataplet, it looks like Dataplet might have orphaned the Ice Tea chest in Ice Palace and didn't pick up the hook shot. What is happening, Math Girl? I'm so confused.
I don't even.
That is okay. So skipping, like orphaning Ice Tea chest, is even worse than orphaning Catfish.
I honestly don't know which is worse.
No, it is absolutely worse to orphan Ice Tea.
Oh hey,
Well,
hi, Beginnings Tower Big Key.
It's supposed
What
to
are
be
you
fine.
doing
Like
in Desert?
the Ice Palace Big Key, he might be drawn to go back there because it's 2 items now. But who knows when that's gonna be.
This could be really bad.
I guess it just turns out to be which is more valuable, mirror lock location or hookshot lock locations. But nobody's doing Swamp for a while, at least.
And there's the Big Key Ice Palace.
Alright, and it wasn't hookshot lock, so that is very good news for Dataplet.
Oh my goodness. If Swamp is the last pendant...
It was just so terrifying, though, because it's very possible the Ice Palace Big Key could have just been here in Hookshot Cave. And, well, I guess Dataplet might have done that to hover or something.
I don't know if Dataplet can hover. This is why everybody should learn to hover.
Yeah,
it's not often useful, but it's one of those things that when it is useful, it's extremely useful.
Well, to be fair, the hypothetical scenario where Ice Palace Big Key's in Hookshot Cave, hovering wouldn't be necessary if you just got the hookshot.
True, but you know,
you
head yourself over.
I don't think he's gonna head straight back to Ice Palace when he gets this Big Key, but it'll definitely make it look a lot better than it did before.
I mean, I've only gone through 3 in the year I've covered. It's not that bad.
That's a lot, though, isn't it?
Well, it's not as many as...
That seems like a lot. I don't know. Dataplet thinks about going to Hair Basement, but changes his mind. It will remain a mystery for now.
I believe Fear Agent is responsible for this monstrosity.
Did he pick the mode, too?
No, that would be Adirondack Rick.
Oh my gosh, Rick.
Oh no! No! Number play, why? Oh.
What?
He's going and doing Zora area, so now he's gonna have even less reason.
Oh yeah, but with the mirror on Catfish, he wouldn't be able to pair them anyway. or to his knowledge.
Yeah, but it still might be at the back of his mind, you know? Oh man, this is not looking good.
For either runner. Who knows though, right? Maybe Meyer is just the third pendant. Or no, that's bad. Eastern. We'll just find the Eastern big key somewhere like completely innocuous, go do Eastern, and oh look, the game ends. And nobody was punished. Do we have an innocuous location left? I guess
really.
Castle Tower. Castle Tower is pretty innocuous. They had the small key in Paradox Cave.
Oh, so wait, why would Meyer being the last pendant be a bad thing?
Because the cane was mirror locked.
Oh man, you're right.
Dataplate picks up his own Castle Tower small key. But he also got that big key for Desert, and unlike Number Play, he'll be able to do it, even though he doesn't have that mirror because he found that book earlier. Dataplay, or Number Play, of course, picking up his book, so he'll also be able to do that. Yeah, I think both runners will be headed to Desert very shortly. I'm curious though if Dataplet will be... if he'll feel like he needs to go into Turtle Rock here. Or did we see the medallion for that, for Turtle Rock?
I don't think so.
We haven't marked it. I guess he didn't check it. But if this is Bombos to enter Turtle Rock, Dataplet will at the very least be able to walk inside after getting this Samaria.
Yeah. Can't make it very far though. Can only get the first chest, which I believe is the compass chest, and then the roller room.
Well, he just got a small key for Turtle Rock there, so he'll be able to get you just a little bit farther, at least.
That still only gets you to the what do you call it?
The big
change ups. Change ups. I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. One more small key. I don't know. You don't normally think about it, right? Like how far a key gets you, because they're always keys when you play a non-Keysanity.
Yeah, and there's the King of Samaria.
Number Play headed straight for Landmo. Pretty good call. This is the pendant. Dataplet right behind. There's no way, right? Like, there's no way. No, the game's not that nice.
Dang it, Mike.
I'm sure it'll just be one of those silly crystal-shaped objects. And we'll have to continue looking. Alright, moment of truth, you guys. Crystal or pendant? What will it be? Oh, it's a crystal! That's good. I mean, for us, not for them. It sucks for them. It's horrible for them. And the game goes on.
Oh boy. Well.
We do get our second key from Turtle Rock, though, from Landmo, so they will be able to get a little bit deeper there now. Or at least Data play well. Although I think he also didn't check the medallion to get into TR.
You know, Dataplet can go ahead and complete Meyer.
Yep, that seems like the most reasonable play for him. He's switching to Bombos. That's exactly what he will do. We don't want it to be Meyer, though, you guys, because that means that number play is not in a good spot. We need it to be Eastern. Whoa, number play soft resetting there. I guess he figures everything he got there wasn't worth his time. So we'll need the tracker to remember everything that was found in Desert and uncheck it, I guess. I can't help you. I have no idea. I remember the Gain Tower Big Key, but that's it. Oh, he's going back in. Maybe it wasn't intentional. Oh, right. He's going to steal the key now. Interesting. I wouldn't really say this is a totally insane call, because it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, Lammo was a crystal. You don't need crystals. But, like, the big concern here is if the last pendant's locked in GT or like, progression behind a small key in Turtle Rock, he will have to go find the Desert Spile small key to re-get those items. I suppose if the right side is nothing, he has the option to just soft reset again. And then he can just come back here to kill Lammo. Alright, Dataplet takes down Vitreous. Is it a pendant? It's the pendant! Oh, man. No, number play! Number play, why?
Ripped them pepperonis. And of course, Dataplet has all three pendants and can go pull the pedestal and finish the game.
Number play, meanwhile, will have to find that mirror on Catfish. At one time or another, he will have to go there to finish the game. Da, 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 da. You win.
GG.
GG to Data Play.
With an official time of 1:05:09 in third place. First place being hold on. Chloe Prower with a 49:43. And second place being Kinup with a time of 1:02:58.
Yes, Number Play will have to find the mirror because the cane needed to get to Vitreous is on the floating island and thus locked behind that mirror. He will be bottlenecked by Catfish eventually. It's just such an orphan location that it's probably going to be the last thing he does.
Yep, Jiffy, it was Meyer.
I don't know how much metagaming actually happens from stuff like that, to answer chat real quick. It's just standard fare in Pedestal to just like go mode a dungeon to find out if it's a pendant real quick. Just looking at all the stuff that Number Play has available to him. After this Eastern div, he'll probably do a pod div.
Oh, hey, Data Play. GG. You gonna join us for an interview or not? Oh, I guess you said no in the thing. Never mind. Oh, Number Play. So, Data Play, you're, the other restreamed runner, skipped Catfish. Which, of course, had the mirror, which led to the Canis Maria. Which is really, 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 really bad.
It looks like Number Play is headed into Meyer, but again, no Canis Maria will not be able to get the pendant.
Oh, this is so bad. And the Triforce sleeps again. Forever. Or until Link's Awakening.
Or, you know, tonight when there's a new scene.
Oh, so very true.
Is there a Triforce in Link's Awakening? I only played it once.
I've never actually beat the game, actually.
It's like a
I just kind of
thing.
assumed so.
Well, there's that small key for desert. Not a good thing for Number Play though. Just one more thing he'll likely to do before going to Catfish. All I remember about Link's Awakening is my chat convincing me to steal the bow from my shop and getting called a thief for 6 hours. Well, they told me, they said, you're not partial to your name, right? I said, no, I guess not. Nobody told me what would happen. I was very sad.
Ew. Yeah, I guess you're right, Washed Up. Yeah, really, that bow is way overpriced.
Go to Catfish!
Go to Catfish, number play.
He won't, though, because it doesn't make any sense to go to Catfish.
Maybe if we think really hard at him, he'll hear us.
So, like, from number play's point of view, Catfish is the worst place anything could be. Like, it is super duper orphan for him. The only thing that might help number play is like if he's watching the times that other people finish in IRC. He might be inspired to go do something that he had skipped earlier, like Catfish.
Yep. Man, this is... I mean, he's gonna run out of locations sooner or later, right?
Yeah, eventually. If he keeps checking locations, eventually the game will end. That's what I tell myself when it's like an hour 30 and I still don't have go mode.
Yeah, that's a thing. I'm always super paranoid that I missed something somewhere. Because I've just seen it happen way too much. Yeah, Ice Palace had hookshot in the ice tea room.
Alright, Magic Bat. Thankfully not giving us any progression items. But now it's Pod. Oh. Nope, we're staying still. We are being murdered. Okay, we're fine.
And he might be confused / stuck. Let's see.
Well, at this point, he's not even close to running out of location, so he may be contemplating forfeiting.
He has forfeited from the race.
Feels bad, man. Oh, unfortunately, number play choosing to opt out of finishing this one. I think he still deserves
Hello
something.
and welcome. I'm assuming that is number play.
Yeah.
It's Catfish, is what you skipped, by the way.
Yeah, I figured it was Catfish or Pod.
Yeah, it's really
But
unfortunate.
I checked literally everything. I just gave up.
Yeah, Catfish had the mirror, which led to the Canis Moria, which led to Vitreous as your third pendant.
Vitreous?
Yep.
How did Chloe do that in 40 minutes? Come on.
I'm not sure what Chloe did, but Dataplet you guys were like pretty close to each other, like the whole race, right up until you skipped the mirror and he skipped the hook shot. And unfortunately, the mirror was required and the hook shot wasn't.
Well, the mirror does make sense, but that hookshot location is really bad.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he chose to skip it after full clearing everything else in the dungeon. But it
Maybe
ended up
just
not
forgot.
being. No, he didn't forget. He just didn't want to go over to Ice Tea.
I mean, he's in chat. Dataplet, why did you skip Ice Tea?
I thought the play that Chloe did was still the King Desert. That's why I reset there. Maybe that was the play. Because it was like 20 minutes ahead of everyone.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I thought something crazy happened for that.
Yeah, I can't imagine what Chloe had done. I guess like if you take the mirror and just go get the cane real quick, and then that'll take you to Maya real fast. Like not
And
going to Ice House.
I actually didn't know what the last pendant was. I was sure it was Eastern or Desert, and it turned out both were crystals. I was so confused.
Yeah, I think for data play at least, both the Meyer and the Skullwoods pendants were blind checks. Not the end of the world, though. It was Pedestal Keysanity. It's not like it was a real seed.
Ooh, the burn.
I should say it's just a very volatile game mode. Like there's no
Yeah,
no telling.
You either get crazy lucky, or you just lose motivation seeing everyone finish and not getting your go mode.
Yeah, it's very distressing when somebody's finishing and you're like, but I don't even know where to go. All the same, though, GG's number play. Even though you didn't finish, I thought you still did a good job, right? Like you skipped one location. It's not like you died to Mothula 3 times or something. Get it? Do you get it?
Oh my.
Just teasing you, Dataplet. I love you, Dataplet. But GG's to both Dataplet and number play. Thanks, guys, so much for being on the restream for us, giving us something to watch. And much love to our tracker, literally Jen, keeping up with all them small keys. And thank you, Math Girl, for commentating with me. You the best.
Thank you, boy. Hope to do this again sometime.
Absolutely. Do you have any final thoughts, number play, on this terrible seed?
Remove catfish.
Amen to that.
So unfortunately, guys, we're going to have to end this a little earlier than normal with this weird game mode. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. Really appreciate that. But it's going to be a goodbye from me.
Have a great day, everybody.